Hey guys, I'm back with a new video today. We are checking out Icarus, which came out globally today on iOS and Android. So if you guys want to check this game out, make sure you guys download it. And I made a video on this game when it was in the early access, so if you want to check it out, you guys can do that. But we're going to talk about what class to choose, because I know when new games start, a lot of people are wondering what class they should choose. So hopefully I can help you guys with that and make you guys choose the right class. So make sure you guys follow my socials below. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's check this game out. So I am here in the class selection screen, and lucky for me, the classes are on the right side, not the left side, so my camera isn't blocking it. Now, off the bat, if you guys watch my other video, you guys will see the priest class is not in the game yet. They did not include the healer type class right now. So we have the gladiator, ranger, assassin, wizard, and the artist. Now, let's start off the bat with the gladiator. The gladiator is going to be maybe one of the best classes to play, because the gladiator has a lot of options as a class. You can be a tanky style class, or you can be a DPS style class. And usually in MMOs on mobile, the tanky classes are usually the best to play as a free-to-play player. And even as a whale, because you can get super tanky, super strong DPS wise, or as a free-to-play player, you can keep up with the harder, difficult PvE dungeons and so on by staying tanky and bulky. So Gladiator is going to be the melee class that uses sword and shield, up close battles, up close to the boss, up close to the PvP fights. So it won't be as viable in PvP as the other classes, because it has to get up front of the battle, but it will have its advantage by actually being able to tank a lot of damage, because it is a more tanky class. So I'm obviously going to go with the gladiator myself when I play this game, but let's move on to the next class. Now, I want to jump over the ranger and jump right to assassin. So the assassin class is said to have the highest DPS of all the classes, being able to deal the most damage in PvE and both in PvP. But again, it is a melee class. Melee classes usually at a disadvantage during fights, but you will be able to output a lot of damage when you can actually spend some time on your target. So if you guys like the assassin sneaky type of class, it won't be as fun to play maybe in world PvP or big PvP fights, because if you get up close to the mass AoEs, you'll probably be very squishy and you will probably not last very long in the battlefield. However, if you can play sneaky and learn the class, you should be able to clean up everybody on the sides pretty easily. For the assassin class, I highly suggest it if you're used to playing melee DPS classes. I'll go for the assassin. The gladiator is also a very good choice if you like the tanky style, but if you like the assassin, the wield, up close, finishing fights quickly, go for the assassin. Now let's talk about the other classes, which is the ranger, wizard, and artist. Now I want to leave the artist to last because it is the most unique class. Let's go for the ranger. The ranger is the usual long range style class, archer type. You stay long away from the battles, you use your agility to get away and stay on range, which is super useful. Like, the rangers are never bad in any games that I've played, especially when it comes to MMOs, because them using their range is just so helpful both in PvP and PvE. In PvP, of course, for dodging boss fights or staying away from the boss, dodging attacks very easily, staying just away from all the group fights and AoEs. Same goes for PvP, staying away from the AoE fights and what's happening. So Ranger is probably the best choice to go if you guys like it to be simple and easy to play and just focus on the PvE. Ranger is never a wrong choice. So you're gonna have the long range, and it says here the operation difficulty is very low, so it's very easy to learn and very easy to play. So that's why if you're used to playing archers and stuff in other MMOs, definitely choose the ranger in this game. Next up, we have the wizard, and the wizard is of course the mage class. However, in this game it is actually very difficult to play. It's a lot of talents and skill setups that you need to do properly to actually play this the wizard. So obviously the mage uses magical damage, has mid-range to long-range attacks, and uses the different elements to attack both ice, fire, and so on. So if you're used to playing mage, magic, using the mid, long range, and do magical damage, go for the wizard. They usually have a good CC and good overall magical class to play and try out. So go for the wizard. You guys are used to playing mages in MMOs, and it is long range. It will always have the advantage that the melees don't. Damage wise, it is okay. I wouldn't say it's up there with the assassin, but it can deal some good amount of damage in fights. Last at least, we have the artist. Now the artist is the most unique class I have seen in MMOs. I don't think I've seen much of a class that uses a brush. They use a brush to attack. She has mainly close range, but she has some mid-range attacks that she can cast from distance. So let's say you're fighting a boss that does melee range damage, they have to dodge, so you can do some good damage on the boss and you can dodge it while attacking because you have the mid-range damage. Super good for PvP, does a lot of CC control effects on the target, can do a good lockdown of targets and deal some good damage. However, I wouldn't suggest this class for like mass PvP because you do have good CC, but if you get caught in the AoE, you don't have much escape. But having the mid-range attacks is super nice, and I'm glad like a lot of games include them. But the bad part about classes that can do both close range and mid-range damage is usually that they're not that strong in any of them. They're like average, but it's a very fun and special class to play. If you guys want to, you can check out the artist. If I didn't go for the gladiator, I would definitely try to play artists. Now, that is all the classes. They're gonna add priests later. Not adding priests now is making me think that they don't have the Holy Trinity set up with the healer, tank, and DPS. They have more of a like everybody's a DPS. Maybe when they include healers later, they will include content that requires a priest to actually do the harder contents, hopefully. I don't know, but that's why we're going to play the game and we're going to check it out. I'm excited, and we are going to start with the gladiator. Now, off the bat, I can already tell that the classes are gender locked, which is really unfortunate. I talked about it in my last video, but you have some good character customization that you can do, which is really nice. So we're going to design him real quick. Let's go with... yeah, like preview sets. Boom. It's some nice hair color. I'm gonna make him look. Let's make him look blue. So it's not like you won't look like everybody else in the game, which is nice. But again, not having race options and gender options in 2020 when you release your game, it isn't the best. Like people don't really like that. You have some good character customization, luckily, on this game. Eyebrow color. I get him blue. Already blue. Lies. Blue lips? No. Oh my god, no. Let's just go with the normal lips, you know? Nothing too fancy, Okay, so there's not too much character customization, but there's some. Like, you can't change, it seems like you can't change your body size or anything like that. So... you will be like a little bit different from the rest of the players, but not too different. So it's Spid levels Spid levels Let's game start. I forgot, like after my last video, I forgot how the combat felt, so I actually want to try out. If you think some of the classes you can move while attacking, while some you cannot. I'm about to find out. Skip this. Temple of Elora. And yes, it is auto. You guys probably know that already. But I heard that it's not that much auto when it comes to dungeons and PvP. I heard it's very like you have to actually play the game or you will get defeated pretty easily. So that is good news. Like I don't mind auto, but I know a lot of people do. But this is I'm gonna leave this for my next video. I just want to talk about the class and how they feel like generally. So hopefully we can get in combat now, so we can check out how it feels. Actually fight these bosses. Now ICARUS is a PC game and they made it on mobile, but my settings feel really bad. Can I turn them up real quick. Now I am on an emulator. Emulator. We want chromatic. We want best. High. We want best frame rate. You want max player shown up. Like it. I like it. Firm. There we go. Now it looks way better. So I'm on playing on the PC or emulator, whatever you're gonna call it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so some of the skills, especially on this class, yeah, they have like a lot of animation. And yes, let's see here. You can move while you attack a normal attack, but like that's about it. When you use the skills, it has like a huge long animation. I don't know how that would work for PvP and PvE. It could be both good for PvP and PvE because people have to learn what the classes look like and what the animations look like to counter them. It can be both good and bad, but that is for the next video. I'm going to talk more about if the game is worth playing, if it's worth getting into in the future game. Hopefully this video helped you guys with deciding what class you guys want to play. Let me know in the comments below what class you guys are playing in this game and why do you guys enjoy that class. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't. Follow all my socials below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.